Well, welcome to Spiritual Foundations for Life. I want to share with you a short story. In the old American West, a circuit preacher came upon an orphan boy named Peter. And he realized that he couldn't raise the boy and at the same time continue his ministry. And so he looked for someone, a couple, a family who could look after this boy. And he heard of a Christian couple named Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And they had a little boy named Sammy who was about Peter's age. The couple agreed to raise Peter, and the boys became best of friends. Sammy was a very obedient child, but this Peter seemed unable to learn any discipline at all. And one day, the parents told the boys not to swim in this special pond on their property that was contaminated, but Peter went anyway. And Peter must have scratched himself while swimming because he got very sick because of the contamination. He was so sick that he had to be quarantined. The Smiths had to take a trip to town, and so they told Sammy, their son, not to go into Peter's room so that he would not get sick as well. However, when they came home, they found the two boys had been playing and they were fast asleep to each other on the bed. And a few days later, Peter actually got well, but Sammy got sick, and sadly, he even eventually died. Several years later, the circuit preacher made his way back to the farm where he dropped off this boy, Peter. And as he rode up to the farmhouse, he recognized Mr. Smith, but not the young man who was standing beside him. And the preacher asked, "Whatever happened to that boy that I dropped off several years ago?" And Mr. Smith put his arm over the shoulders of the young man. And he said, "Meet Peter Smith," the farmer said. "We have adopted him. He is now my son and part of the Smith family." Well, stay with us over the next few lessons to discover that this is exactly what God has done for us. God bless you. See you tomorrow.